Hey, sweet people. I'm up here where you can't see me because I want you to see this. I know you've watched me do this before, but you know what? What? Granny Wednesday is supposed to be about whatever it is I'm doing. Yeah, it is. And I'm a day late, so this is going to be Tardy Thursday's version of What Wednesday or something like that. You'll know because you've already seen the title. I always forget that, or not always, lots of times. Now I'm just kind of separating kindly. I'm making some really easy peasy stitch markers. Usually I use these long eye pens because you can put more beads and such on there and glam them up. But you know what I found? Not that I don't love my gorgeous some of y'all have sent me some beautiful stitch markers, and they're long and dangly and just as gorgeous as they can be. But sometimes you want one that doesn't quite get in your way, if you know what I mean. Maybe that's more for knitting, I don't know. But anyway, I thought, I've got these itty bitty ones. I didn't show you those. See how they're lots shorter. So about all you can get on those is this little silver bead. By the way, I most always use, as a matter of fact, these are the, knock this coffee over. Yeah, this table's a wreck. Everything in my house is a wreck. But this, I know it's upside down. This Darn Good Yarn jewelry kit is fantabulous for making stitch markers and whatever kind of jewelry you want to make. But I love them for stitch markers. And of course, it was filled up when I first got it. And you notice here, maybe if you can see them, I've got some over here that are, and thank you, Jewel Hardison, for getting me most every bit of this stuff, almost, except for the Darn Good Yarn thing, and maybe these longer ones, but she got me a bunch of stuff, bunch of bead making stuff, or stitch marker making stuff. But, the numbers, you know, in Europe and other places, people go by the millimeter, and I sent Tracy some when I sent her hat, but I sent her the lettered ones, not thinking. So I think she was like, well, that's real nice, but. So I am going to, these are going to look like Halloween, but that's kind of okay. I'm going to make her the next time when I'm working on a scarf for her now. And I told her by the time she gets the scarf, by the time I get finished, it'll be time for a scarf. So this is how I do it without even using an O-ring, which you can. If you use an O-ring, it's going to have more flop to it, I guess you'd say. But I just stick this, I start with the little eye right there, the little round thing, and I put my silver bead on from my Darn Good Yarn kit. Then I put my letter or number, whichever one I'm using, and then another bead from the Darn Good Yarn, and that's about all the room you have on these little tiny ones. Then I just stick this through. And then I take my little pliers here, and all I've got to do is bend this around so this won't fall off. the clip, and hopefully you get it all the way closed. Sometimes I give it another little smash here to make sure it's good and closed. And yep, it wants to play around with you sometime, and if you get it just right, it'll go down into that hole. But there you are, just as quick as that. You've got a cute little stitch marker that lets you know what hook it was you were using, so you can stick that on. Oh gosh, y'all, I got a sore throat. I guess it's just dry. Gotta get myself a little something to drink. Pardon my mess, as always. Now, throat, calm down. I need to drink more tea with more honey. Oh, you couldn't see my mask really because it was poked down there. Good. Okay, there's an E, so let's do an F. When I give folks some, and these are so neat to give as gifts because you can just put them inside one of these little organza bags and stick it in a greeting card. Just put on the outside, fragile, non-machinable, whatever. Since I got these out, let me go ahead and show you. This is what I'm doing now, and these are some I've already done. So I used to just do sets of 5, but this is, golly, a bunch of them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. But we've got, what did I start with? An E, and an F, and a G, and an H, and all these are for hook sizes. Oh gosh, my throat. I, and a J and a K. And then I just throw them in this little bag. And then put it in a little greeting card. Here's some other ones I did. And those were with the little eye pins that I'm using now. These were with the longer pins so I could get more beads on. And yeah, they're pretty. Sometimes you want, it's okay to have a longer one. But I've just gotten to the point where I just want something small that won't get in my way. Of course, if you're just putting these on to mark what hook size you're using, it's not a big deal. But so this is a set, I think, of 8 again. Let's see. Here's 3, 4, nah, 7, I guess. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah. Aren't those pretty? And instead of the black beads on these, I use some colorful ones. And these blue ones, this bigger blue one, and this came out of the DIY kit. I mean the DY, what is it? DYG, darn good, DGY, darn good yarn, golly. This one came out of there, this bead, everything but the H. And this one came out of something else. They have some gorgeous beads in that kit. I've just run out. So I guess I need to go to Darn Good Yarn and order me another kit. But both of these green beads and the silver bead. By the way, this bead I really like. That came from Darn Good Yarn too. Hope you can see these all right. Golly, my throat's sore. Whew. Put some honey on it. Might not be on here long, folks, because my throat is killing me. Don't worry, it's just Feels like it's just dry up in the roof of my mouth or something weird. Okay, so that E is done. Let's do an F. So I just take my little tiny eye pen, stick a little silver bead on from my Darn Good Yarn box, jewelry box, and I think these are like the Darn Good Yarn box I showed you. Maybe 15 bucks. Sometimes they have a sale on them for less than that. Let's see. How did I get so much stuff on this one? Look at that. And I've hardly got any room on this. What's going on? What is going on? Well, that's weird. Yeah, that one's, I guess that one's really short. Let me do this one. There we go. Now I got room for an orange one. Halloween stitch markers. What? It'll be here before you know it, folks. This one's still shorter than that first one I used. If I can do this or not, but we'll try. Oh, shoot. Nope. No, no, no. I gotta find a longer one. Where did I get these teeny tiny ones? Maybe this F is bigger than the E. Something's going on here. Well, let's see if this is any better. Of course, this would happen while I'm taping. But it's how it goes sometimes. Still not a lot to be in there, but let's try it again. We'll try her again. Please, Lord, let it work. And it's a little fiddly sometimes, but it's still worth it. Worth it, worth it, worth it. Miss Monda called me today. Miss Monda, and that was so wonderful. We FaceTimed. We had us a good old conversation. I love that woman. Monda, you good folk, and I love you. And tickled to have you in the Squirrel Squad. I tell you one thing, you folks, I know I tell you all the time, but y'all are the best. Kind, loving, godly, maybe not all, but, and I'm not judging, but y'all know I love some prayer. I love to give them and I love to receive them. Prayers, prayers, prayers. Blessings, blessings, blessings. Boy, this is getting on my nerves now. This is not working out at all. Of course. Of course. That's better, but it still needs to. There we got it, finally. That took some, whew. So got an E and an F. Oh, throat, come on, Lord, please. Yeah, these were teeny tiny. That's a longer one. So, just a silver bead. I got an E and an F. What comes next? E, F, G. Here we go. And go over here. And I've got some other colors, but since this is going to go in a set, I'm just, and look at this. Is that not fresh? I think somebody gave me that. Precious, precious. I wish I could remember. I know the folks that have sent me things, but I can't remember always who sent what. But I hope you know I appreciate everything, and I hope you know also if you can't send things, that is totally fine, because I know how that is. I've got stuff, but it's postage to get the stuff where it's got to be. And yes, if I wouldn't go on yarn runs, I'd have some postage money, but you know how we are. E, F, G, so H is coming next. Don't tell me I don't have an H out here. Of course not. Of course not. But tell you what, I just found one. So we put the silver bead on first. Here's our eye pin, and we could, if we wanted to, we could use this right here. This opens up to put your clasp. Oh, that's an earring clasp. I love these lever back clasps, and I use the lobster too, but everybody seems to like these a whole lot better. But yeah, I could open this up and stick this in through that way, but I just do it this way because I'd have to, I don't know, I started to say bend both ends, but I don't guess I would. And then put my H on, put my letter or number bead on, and then put my other bead on, in this case using orange. Laura would like orange. And get my little lever back, put one right there. And it's got a little hole in it. That's what I'm sticking on here. And then just do my little bendy thing. I know that Zach wanted to see me do this one time, and I don't know if I ever did one for him or not. So here you go, Zach. And you could sell these. Sure could. And I got these little bags in all colors of them. I got blue, I got purple. Let's see if I can find some more colors. Here's gold in here. Let's see, here's a blue, here's sort of a purple one. Here's a black one, and I got all sizes. Sort of a, let's see, sort of a brownish color. I got 100 of these from Wish, and I can't remember how much they were, but they weren't much. Okay, so this is what I've got so far. Might be blurry, but we got E, F, G, H. So I comes next. I'm not seeing an I, of course. Oh Lord, let me find an eye as quickly as I found. Whoop! Here went some in the junk pile. Oh goodness. Well, I'll tell you what. watch all cattywampus now. You ought to see my setup here. Oh, look. I found an I. No, I didn't. I found a J. I started to say, well, we'll just go ahead with what we got. You know, it would be the same thing with an I. I'll find an I later on. Okay. G. I. Let's see. We got a J. I don't even see a J, but we got a K. So we'll go ahead with that. Some of these eye pins are really, really, really short. There we go. Okay. And we put our little silver bead on. Then our letter. And then reach over here. And get orange. Oh, by the way, Sashka. Y'all know, in my description box is my Sashka link. They have a brand new, or just released, I think they call it a diamond, sparkling diamond. Oh, it's so beautiful, y'all. It's just clear. It's gorgeous. Don't ever pay $20 for those. They will always come out with the 60%, 70%. I know I just put on, I always check my community page. You're supposed to get notifications of those when I put something on, but if you don't, always check. Go to my channel and you know those little tabs. So there's a K. Across there, like home, video, channels, playlists, blah, blah, blah. There's a community on mine. So, go to that and I'll try to always put up a current code for Sashka so you can get nothing less than 60%, but it's usually 70%. I know lately I've had, let's do an L. Lately I had a, what did I have? I think it was $4.56, so the code was 456, and that may not be right, so check me. Go to that community tab and click on it, and they were mystery, so you didn't know what you were getting, but all of them are gorgeous. So they make great gifts, and they come in these gauzy bags too, and usually with a Sashka card in it, sometimes a Sashka sticker. But please continue to go through my link to do your shopping. It helps me oh so much. It's just a tiny bit for, you know, I don't even know what my percentage is that I get as an affiliate link, but when there are several of you buying, it mounts up. One time I got a check for 20 something. So every little bit helps. And like Darn Good Yarn, I love Sashka's mission. Help folks in impoverished areas have a job so they can feed their families and whatnot. Okay, guys, I think I'm going to let this be it. But I would keep going, and I would make this a set. You know, I left out a couple letters because I didn't have them right here. But I've got them. Trust me, I've got them. I just got to dig them out. But even something, and you know, I can do the longer ones like I showed you in this bag and put all kinds of pretties on there. But these are just as, I think they're cute and they're functional. So when you take your, if you need to take that L hook out and use it for a different project, you just attach this to the project you were working on with that L hook, and then when you go back to it, you don't have to guess what hook was I using, because right there it is. That's what I love about these, because y'all know my memory. Okay, guys. Oh, you see all my junk. I just looked down in this box and found some wool I bought on sale. And I got Kool-Aid, so I need to get dyeing. And right over across the table from me is diamond painting. I need to get to that too. Okay, love you lots. Be sweet, don't be ugly, and sorry this wasn't put out yesterday. So I'm tardy. What? Wednesday is tardy Thursday. Okay, love y'all lots, and see you tomorrow. Friday we'll be live at 5. Okay. I think I said be sweet, don't be ugly. I did. Well, you got it 2 times. Bye-bye. Love y'all.